Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Director of Football Challenge with Livorno. Now in today's episode we have Cagliari at home in the Serie A, and of course we've got some fixtures to review since the last time we met. So the last time we met was the victory against Sassuolo in the league. We followed that up with a 3-0 away defeat to Juventus. This came as no shock and no surprise to anybody. We did not perform anywhere near any sort of level to Juventus in this game. They got 3 goals in the first half very quickly inside 33 minutes. And they sort of slept on the second half as well. And the second half just flew by, and that was that. I'm actually quite glad. It's an improvement from last season where we got beat 8-0 in the same fixture. We bounced back though with a 3-1 home win against Palermo, who were bottom of the league at the time of playing. They did go in front actually through De Grassa. That's I think his name. He looks absolutely fantastic for them. 18 years old. Superb physicals, great mentals. His technicals are getting there as well, so he's going to be definitely one to watch in the future. But Mancini got a double for us, one from the penalty spot and one in the 52nd minute, and Rajcevic made sure in the 87th to give us the 3 points. And then probably result of the season so far was a 2-0 away victory at Napoli. They completely dominated the match, but we FM'd them rightly. Mancini put us in front in 51 minutes. La Mantia doubled our lead in the 69th minute, and that was enough to see us win. We then went away to Torino, who were having a decent season themselves, and we drew 1-1. Gasparo put us in front in the 40th minute, and we were absolutely dominant in the first half, to be honest with you. But in the second, they definitely came back into it more. Bacali got the goal in the 60th minute for them, and as you can see, we've had a little bit of an injury crisis, only 6 subs. We then played Virtus Entella, who they were bottom of the league at the time of playing. And we drew 1-1, a super disappointing result. We played so poorly in this match compared to the previous 2 or 3. La Mantia did put us in front inside 42 minutes. Simon Palombi, who's a decent striker, I think he's on loan from Lazio, I do believe, yeah. He looks really well rounded. He scored in the 70th minute for them after going down to 10 men in the 60th, when I was cruising. I thought, this game's done. We are going to go out victors. But we didn't. We ended up drawing 1-1 and a really disappointing result. We then played Empoli, who were also bottom of the league. 3 teams we've played in the past 5 games or so who were all bottom of the league at the time of us playing them. We absolutely smashed these though, 3-1. Mancini put us up front in the 51st minute. Garitano and Vasca doubled our lead to 3-0. Not doubled it, tripled it inside 89 minutes. They did get a consolation through Marcelo Trotta in the 90th minute. Despite the scoreline, it was a lot closer than you would believe, but they did start pressuring us in the second half after we went 2-0 up, but they didn't create that many chances. So after that superb run of form, this is how the league table looks now. We are currently in 11th position on 19 points, 5 wins, 4 draws, 5 defeats. I remember us actually being somewhere similar here around after 18 games or so last season, so maybe the season's not going so bad as we first thought. -2 goal difference so far. We are 13 points clear from Entella, who are now in 18th position, so we are completely free from the relegation zone for the time being. So if we can keep up any sort of form going into the second half of the season, we should be able to stay in Serie A again. And that leads us to today, where we will be playing Cagliari, who are in 10th position. Pretty identical record, just 1 more draw instead of the defeat, and a +2 goal difference instead of the -2. So let's get into the match. Cagliari coming at us with a very defensive formation, and we are lining up like this. Declan Rudd back in goal, Gasparo, Bogdan, Gianelli and Albertazzi in defence. Agazi, Mungo and Vaca as our centre midfielders. Garitano, Mancini and Shea Picasso returns from injury to lead the line for us. And we kick off. We are at home. They are in a very similar position to us, so you would hope that we would be able to put our stamp on this match and maybe get a victory here. We'll see how it goes, but listen, I'm really pleased with how things have turned around after the beginning start of the season. It was really looking dire for us at one point. I didn't think we'd be able to pick up as many victories as we have, particularly that Napoli game. It was such a great game to play because Napoli were dominating possession, but then mainly the highlights were us, and we scored 2 goals from 2 shots on target, which it's nice for it to happen to us rather than against us every once in a while, as this match is just completely pointless. 40 minutes in now, not a single highlight between us. A lot of our games tend to go this way, we're not a team that creates a lot of chances. We will need to improve our wing backs if we are to get back to scoring ways really, but there we are, first half 0-0, we'll kick back off. And away we go, shooting from right to left in the second half. Hopefully we'll see something happen positively for us. First highlight of the game, 56 minutes in, and it's Cagliari who are currently in possession. Nicola Barella, who's a really good player, by the way, in central midfield for them, in possession, plays it to Dumfries, and we'll pick this up when it's more interesting. Good hustling by us, Mungo. Oh no, it's not good hustling. He takes down Nicola Barella after a period of possession for them, and that's going to see us go down to 10 men with 35 minutes remaining on the clock. We're going to have to make some changes to our tactic. There's no way we'll be able to hold these off for 30 minutes with this sort of lineup, so I'll make some changes. So we've ended up going with a one up top. We've brought Jemmy on from Oncini to go on that defensive midfielder role. We've knocked our wing backs back to defensive. We've moved our attacking midfielder down to a supporting role to hopefully be able to hold on to possession a little bit more once the possession actually gets that far. But we're going to have to be solid here defensively if we're going to get out of this game with anything. Cagliari are not going for this. They should have changed formation almost immediately after going, oh man, no. Well, there we go. Set piece goal we've just conceded. Just as I was criticising Cagliari for not going for this, they've put themselves 1-0 in front. Bradovic, who I'm assuming is one of their centre-halves. I don't know who he is actually. Let's have a quick check. He's one of their central midfielders. Look at him. He's beautiful, isn't he? Compared to ours anyway. But yeah, Cagliari go 1-0 up in front. This is not the sort of ideal result I was hoping for going into this game. We're going to have to go for this now. What's the point in sitting back and defending? We'll get our wing backs back on attack, and we'll move Jemmy up to the central midfield role. We'll move him to a supporting ball winning midfielder. We've gone attacking. We're going to go more direct, and we'll see if that can make any sort of difference going into the final few minutes of this game. We'll make a couple of changes as well. Who's performing particularly poorly? We'll get Garatino off and Miorino, who's found his game time incredibly limited. And we'll get, I want Rajcevic on for Shia. And all of them changes are going to make not one iota of difference. There's only 20 seconds remaining in this match, and Cagliari are currently in possession. So it looks like it's going to finish Cagliari 1, Livorno 0. A really disappointing result. This is all on Mungo, basically. Getting sent off, going down to 10 men. That's ruined the game. We would have got at least a point out of that game had he not been sent off. But unfortunately, he has been, and we fall to another defeat. And that sees the Serie A table looking like this. We've dropped down to 13th from 11th. That's not the end of the world. We're still 13 points clear from Entella in 18th. And that is always going to be our reference point. You know, we're always going to be keeping an eye on how the bottom three are doing and how we are doing in comparison. Looking forward to the next episode. It is, of course, going to be the January transfer window, where we'll see if our director of football can do something for us. You know, we've got a hell of a lot of money to spend. We've got 13.5 million with 123k available in the wages. So, you know, the money's there. Let's see if he makes any use of it. We'll also be playing Fiorentina at home on the 17th of January. Let's just have a quick check to see if the January transfer window shuts on the 16th. I think it did last year. I think it was the 16th anyway. We'll have a quick check. It runs till the 18th, so actually we'll be playing Fiorentina just before the last day, and then we'll have the final day of the transfer window where hopefully we're busy. Anyway, if you have enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like, and if you're enjoying my content, get yourself subscribed. But until next time, take it easy.